Dhugaa dubbachuudhaaf hoggannaa jiraachuun kan akka namatti hin dhagamne godhame akkanatti hoggamti qaate waa takkaaf lamallee hojii wal argamuuni hedduu wal boonsinaa hedduunis ni boonaa galatoomaa bifa kanatti wajji waliin jiraachuun wanni takka waniin osoo gartee hin taraara dira himuu barbaadu gaa wanni tokko jira akka maksallee osoo hin jecha tokko jira jechi kun hedduu hubatamaadha beekamaadha jaarsa tokkotu jira yaani umriin isaa gama gartee dhumaa deemaa jirti ilmaan isaa yeroo hunda wal nyaatu arga ilmaan isaa torba duuba ibshakkeetii hangardaa anaa walii harkisaadhaa ture dhiiroo ijoolleen tun yoon ani duudhaa deeme wal nyaachuun ooltu jedhee yaa ilmaan kiyyamee gabbaati ulee takka muradhaa koottaa jeen ulee muratan san fidaniiti mee hundanuu cabsaa jeen takkatti hundinuu hanguu xiqqatti gaa'e ulee takkitti rakkoo qabdi mee walitti deebisaa jeen yoo walitti deebiftan namuu cabsu jabaa isaanii keessa laaleetti cabsi jeen cabsuu hin dandeenye kun jechuun akeekni inni yoo kophaa deemtan ni nyaadamtan waan faayidaan qabne isin nyaataa isin reebaa isin miidhaa yoo deemte yoo wal qabattanii wajjin jiraatan ammoo jabaan feetalleen isin immoo akeekni isiisanii fakkiin har'aatulleen fakkiisanii kophaa yoo facaanee deemne alagalleen abbummaan fedheehu ollaan keetilleen sin kabaju nama hin qabne duuba wal ammannee wal abdannee wajjin deemuun kun hedduu barbaachisaadha waan biraa laalii bakka bu'aa paarlamaa kana daadhaatuun iddoo jiraadhaan tana inni kunis waan inni iddoo dhufee asiru bifa kana nuti ijaaramuu keenya osoo ijaaramneen jiraannee kophaa deemne anis kophaa deemee kunis kophaa deeme maaltu itti haajama ammoo bifa jaarmayaatiin bifa namatti qophaawaa waan jirruufi namni nutti haajama nutillee nutti haajamne jecha if kabachiifne wajjin jiraachuun wajjin gurmaan wal qabaachuun kabajaadha wajji jiraachuu keenya bifa kanatti argamuu keenya hedduudhaan gammadaa ulfaadhaan jiraadha sagantaa dheertuudha qabna sagantaa yeroon teenya xiqqisoo nu dabarte kanaafuu waan gartee isinii dheerachuun qabu sagantaa kana booda itti fufti Dr. Kuyeedhaan dhiyeessaa isin na booda duballeetti sagantaalee jirtu adda birkii qootannoo kenniti galatooma ulfaadhaa cufti keessanuu isiniin hin boonaa isiniin hin gammadaa cufti keessanuu akkasumatti galatooma
isiniin jaalladhaati
isiniin jaalladha
isin jaallanna hundumti keenyaahu wal jaallanna maaliif isinitti fakkaate sabi hamma meeqa wal gahu kuma dhibbaatamaa wal gahu jaalalli keessa jiraachuu baannaan walitti qabatee hin jiraatu walitti ititu kanaaf walitti itituudhaaf jaalala nu barbaachisa jechuudha kanaaf isin jaallanna isin hin jaalladha kanaan jalqabna. I would like to switch to English because of our guests. And what my brother just said is just a wonderful, wonderful, warm welcome to everybody, including our guests of honor. Yeah. We are Oromos. We are organized here as Oromo Canadian Community Association of Waterloo region. There's a few of us in Cambridge, a few of us in Waterloo, in Kitchener. We're spread out, but we are one in being Oromo. All of us are one, and we stand together. We want to welcome you with a warm welcome, with open arms. And traditionally, thank you. Traditionally, we start every ceremony, every event by blessings. And as one of the community elders myself, don't guess my age. As one of the community elders, I would like to start with blessings and invite other community elders to give us blessings. And you actually can say Hata'u, and it's a call and response. So all of you say Hata'u when I give the blessings. ملكان نجا نجا سينجا ملكان نجا
نجا
بي نجا
نجا
اللي من نجا
نجا
من نجا
نجا
ملكان نجا
نجا
تلون نجا
نجا
قدان نجا
نجا
تكان نجا
نجا
نجا نفتني نجا نفني جدا نجا أكسي نجا نفتن نجا نوفادف أكسي آجا نفتن آجني نوفادف نجا نجا نجرا دبعا نجا نفتني فجورا ديهورا وري نفتن هندي كيسا نجا نبغا نفتني أبوتي أن إباف واما أبو علي شيكاتي في أبو أحمد أيب they will be giving us the blessings. I just did a tiny bit of it. Thank you.
Galatoma.
أما أكو دران وامني أما إيجانا وامي بيكم سافلين وامني والأكن جايان أفتن كان نجايان ورجل رب سنهاجود رب سنهاجود رب نهاجود جرانا ركنا قداتي أمتك النهار كعبا كواني تجرن اللي نمني كعبورة كابو أمك كعبا كإلى كابو اللي نما كعبا هميسي وان نجايو وان كونني أكن أباف والأباف تاتي ميدورا ربي دم فكينا والتها أرجيس أورمو ربي دم فسي والتها أرجيس دكين هنقبضو ديغما هنقبضو والله لله هنقبضو ففجأيسو مكانتي واني دوفا واني حقون تاين نور جرتي ربي مي ورا والتاتي سي نجايا أكر مك والتلو نكان لفافين نجايا قالتني ملكا وربنا هاجود نمو ربي حاجة إسا هاجود ربي حاجة إسين هاجود على ولي قالن ربي ورا ولي قالن هاجود ربي ورا ولي نهاجود نمني نمان بونا كنمن قمني قوم جدني يونا من قمني بريدم تتونين إجولين درجقون شمران أبوتين قباتون كيسوما الفاتون رفتة كنا الولي انجراتون كونيني يونو جيران نمالي نمو توكو يو أدمو خجالة عينا بترفيت برتا ونجيو أكنا أبو ربي ورا والبيكي دم بساوات أرقاه والجالته ولي قالي على قال ربنا هاقول كألا جرو خنا كبيه كيس جرو خركني أركاكابون اللي كان اللي ور ولين أكبسته أكبين أتجيتون تيا بكير أكبسته إراه الكني هويا ولي يارد أكبي إساسا ولين قوة ربنا بكبسته ربنا هاكن جال الولي ربنا هاكن نما بيا في بكار مرفني لفقات سالف بوتين إجارته بريد دوتا تتنر بريد دوجوك أمنا والله في والنبت أرمنو في ده تين سن اللي نم أكل فتبريد وكناك أبو أكتان ور بيك ربنا هاقول ربي وتعالى
هايو بود بچون مركزة الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أكو نجا ولد في نجا ما نجا نجتنا هاجر أورمو رب نجا هاجر أورمو رب ولنا نجا هاجر بيخين يا أورمو رب هاجر يسوس بلسما هذا بقول في فتانة بيجي أم باخي ستة على ما هم تقيس فتانة ربي بلسما خينا مفاخين أكو ما سي ولك أبا من يجيب خنا جالة لخين ريف وكا دكتور كوين جتتي نما والجالة توجه بوبها أكو ما خنا جالة لخين التعافو أكا إنسان جانغا فدرانم تقوى أستوري نما توري الرخونو همنا كيني يجي إلمان كيني بدتني يجري خنا جتة كوميونيتي كيني يكون خوات اللوريجن أورومو كوميونيتي خنا ربي كوميونيتي قدو خنا جالتي رتي بكمتي نما سي ولد تبي ربي عفو ربي قرتي هم دخل سن المان خيسن يودي فياس نابو لا يرا لا دبرا دردرا أكن ما تقول إنه عقب قرتي والجاين تون مالي في والجاين تون وكي ولكبرني المان نجلا قدة تنكوني فتاني نفن يو أكنا ولد نفن عادا خين بران أفان خين بران يو أكنا ولد نفن مالمو عادا خين برسون نقول فاد خناجتها وجايو كوميونيتي كينيا فكرتوا دورتون كوميونيتي كينيا قالت قدّا نورا كبدني قالت قدّا كبدني هذا إسم الله ربي فياسني فاخن خنات تجا ناسرتين دابدا ربي مو بيخينيا بريسومسه بيخينيا تي ولا غيرنا عبدو قالتهما
قالتهما سلتشيو قمدني تفرا Harki keessan eessa jira ree? Hin dhageenyu ree? Ililleen eessa jira ree? Akkasi kunuuna, akkasitti fudhanna malee, akkasitti simanna malee eebba Waaqayyo nuu kenne miti. Amma immoo obbo Birhaanuudhaan afeera, akka keessummaa keenya nu afeeraniif isaaniin afeera. Now I will call on Obbo Birhanu to come and invite our MP, the Honorable Bryan May.
Hello everybody. Here I'm standing, I'm very happy to introduce Honorable Honorable Member of the Parliament, Mr. May. Mr. May has been elected to the Parliament recently federal election in representing Cambridge and North Davris. He has already done a fabulous job in Ottawa. He is the chair of the House Committee of the Standing House, Communal House of Standing Committee of Human Resources, Skills, Social Development, and the Status of a Person with Disabilities. And he's also introduced a private members bill, C4B, to provide tax credit to individuals who take the first aid and CPR training resources. Prior to become MP, Mr. May was working as a community organizer himself for a non-profit organization. And with this, we are all very happy to have Mr. May with us today. Please give him a warm welcome. Yeah, with this, I will pass my microphone to him to say a couple of words. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've never had a welcome like that before, so thank you very much. That's brilliant. It is an absolute honor and a privilege to stand here to represent Waterloo region, specifically Cambridge, North Dumfries, and North Brant. It's been 8 months. I can tell you it's been a bit of a roller coaster. It has been absolutely amazing to get out into the community and actually get to know the community. As was suggested, I was a community organizer. I worked for the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club. I worked for the University of Waterloo. And I thought I knew my riding. I thought I knew my community. I have learned more in the last 8 months about Cambridge than I have in the last 15 years. And that is thanks to organizations like this that have invited me out to events like this and experience what you offer in this community. And when I come to events like this, I'm reminded by the words of our Prime Minister, who spoke these words during the campaign, during his acceptance speech, and continues to do so. And that is, Canada is a great country. Canada is a strong country because of its differences, not in spite of them. You see the challenges, yes. You see the challenges all around the world. You see it on TV every day. Every single day there's something new. And it really hits home when you're in a position like this. And you're asked to go out into the world and represent your country. I, in April, had the opportunity to represent Canada. I was the head of a delegation. I went to Armenia for a conference on the Armenian genocide. And I was in the Turkish airport on the way home. And I remember watching the news reports of the attacks in that same airport and thinking, I was sitting right there. We are very, very lucky to be in this country. And I am absolutely honored and privileged to be a part of a government that recognizes how important it is to keep this country not just secure, but diverse. We've seen the contrast just to the south of us. You see the rhetoric and the fear that has been spewed on every single news channel in the United States, every single day. And I thank you, I truly thank you for allowing me the opportunity to represent you in Ottawa. This is an amazing experience. You know, I'm very blessed to see so many young people here today on a day just after Trudeau announced a youth committee, a national youth council. If you haven't heard of this, look it up. All you young guys working the barbecue over there, if that is something that is interesting to you, please apply. Anybody can apply. It is a fantastic opportunity. It's something we promised we were going to do. Young people are the future, and that's just not a line. That is something that our Prime Minister takes very, very seriously. And this young guy right here is going to shut me down. I think he's going to grab the hook, ready to go. I will just simply wrap up by thanking all of the organizers, all of the elders, and all of the volunteers that make events like this possible. And whoever ordered the weather, thank you very much. Usually when the weather's bad, we say the weather's, well, that's a provincial issue. On days like today, we'll take credit for it. It's a federal concern. But sincerely, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Okay, have you been happy with what Honorable Bryan May said? Thank you. Where is the ululation of the unique ululation of the women? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are Oromos. Oromos are a people, a huge people in Ethiopia, almost about 40 million people, more than the size of Canada. Can you believe it? When you see us here with just a few immigrants here and there, you know, but we are a huge people. We came to Canada not because we really wanted to come to Canada, we were dying to come to Canada, but because we fled the violence in Ethiopia. There's an injustice, historical injustice happening to our people in Canada, in Ethiopia, and we fled that violence. We came to Canada, we're living here in this wonderfully peaceful country. We enjoy the peace. We enjoy even the weather, even the hottest weather today. We enjoy all of that. Yes, and we enjoy the peace more than anything else because we are a peaceful people. Our people are hungry and thirsty for peace. We don't have that peace in our country. And right now what's unfolding in our country is an unparalleled kind of genocide happening, ethnic cleansing and genocide happening against our people in Ethiopia. And we do want our Canadian government to come up and speak out against the injustice happening to our people. And we want Bryan to be our voice in the House of Commons. We really want that because we can't be enjoying this when our people are suffering there. We can't be healthy here when our people are suffering there, when our people are dying every single day. We want our voices to be heard, and we want you to be our voice. Yes, please. I'm not supposed to be doing this talk here. There was another person who was assigned to do this talk, but he had a huge fall yesterday, and he's actually went to the emergency, and he's sick. Now he can't come here. But he did send the information, and we would like to present it to you because we really carefully compiled all the information that you would need when you raise the issue in the House of Commons. We have all the information, all the human rights reports, media reports, and what's happening. We can't hear anything, nothing is coming out of Ethiopia these days because the government has completely sealed the country off. Journalists cannot report, they can't go in. Human rights groups can't even go into the country. They have made sure that no human rights researchers go into the country. So no news of the atrocities come out. What we get, we have actually compiled what we have been able to get from investigative journalists who have been able to interview people undercover. And we have valuable information, all the documentaries, evidences that actually speak to the atrocities. So we would like to present that to you. Tino Kenita? Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. And there's a Human Rights report, Human Rights Watch report, that actually talks about the details, gives the details of the atrocities that happened. So there's a letter for you there. Because he couldn't come, he had written the letter for you. And this is the Human Rights Watch report. And we count on you, Bryan. Thank you.
I will say, as I was saying earlier, in this role, the things that you see, the things that you read about are incredibly challenging and remind you over and over again how lucky we actually are to be in this country. And you're absolutely right. We cannot turn a blind eye, ever. After the Second World War, there was a saying, never again, never forget, never again. Yet it has happened again and again and again. Rwanda, Darfur, Sudan, Syria. Over and over and over again, we see humanity at its worst. We need to look at these issues. In some cases, as I was saying, I went to Armenia on a delegation. I was there representing Canada at a conference around global genocide, specifically on the anniversary of the Armenian genocide, 101 years ago, where 1.6 million Armenians were walked out into the desert and killed. Canada was one of the first countries to recognize that genocide. Genocide is frankly a legal term. And too often we hide behind the legalities of terminology. We have to look at these atrocities. We have to put a giant spotlight on these atrocities. And we have to figure out why these happen. Not just say they will never happen again. Why do they continue to happen over and over and over again? That is an answer I don't have yet. That is an answer that nobody seems to have. And is it religious? Is it cultural? Is it greed? Is it a combination of all three? These are answers we need to find, not just simply go in after the fact and have remembrance days and so on. The atrocities and the capacity of a human being is unbelievable. You see some of these things, and the education I got when we went to Armenia, the things that were done, you think no human being, let alone thousands of human beings, could possibly do something so horrible. Yet it happens, and it continues to happen. So I thank you for this information. I will read this thoroughly. I have a good working relationship with Minister Dion, who takes all of these situations incredibly seriously and is actually looking to move forward and affect change. Canada is back on the global stage. That was the #1 piece that I took away from my experience on this delegation. People will come on from other countries, a lot of our NATO allies coming up to me saying, we're happy Canada is back at the table. We cannot affect change from the outside, we have to do it from within, be that on the Security Council, be that in the United Nations, wherever that happens to be, we have to be at that table. We have to keep the spotlight on. And this is exactly the kind of information that we need. This is exactly the kind of step that we need to start to take. So thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Talking about being on Security Council, we had a huge slap in the face when Ethiopia became a member of the UN Security Council. Despite all the appeals, despite all our protests and everything, they have become one of the members. Non-voting, of course, but a member yet. So we need strong voices. We really need strong voices. And we do have very strong voices in our own children.